So in Canada, there's the Human Rights Tribunal, and it decides to go overboard every now and then. And in Ontario, you can really see just how much of a farce it can be. Now, there was this Indigenous activist. She went into the hospital. Her liver was crapping out on her, and the hospital said, no, we can't put you on the transplant list. And there was a big hoopla about it because this really came down to is she was an Indigenous activist. And the hospital was saying is, no, you have a problem with substance abuse.
Is that what it was? Is that she was addicted to alcohol?
Yeah, she was an abuser of alcohol, and the hospital says we can't do this because it goes against their policy.
Yeah.
And the human rights was like, no, you have to. And it's like, hospital's like, no, we're actually gonna say no. This is not the way we do things.
And I agree.
These are the reasons. Yeah, and I dug a little deeper into some of this stuff, and and it comes down to, you could have had a problem with substance abuse, and as long as you have shown that you have taken steps to solve the problem, have been abuse-free for 6 months, and shown that you can actually take care of yourself before and afterwards,
Yeah.
you can be on the transplant list.
And
Plain
that's a great. I agree 100% with that. Like, if you're just an alcoholic and you go in and be like, "Oh, I'm getting a new liver," and you just ruin another liver, it's like you just took a good liver away from somebody who maybe deserves it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like fuck.
I think the only reason why this made any kind of news was because she was an Indigenous activist. And it's just like, I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. You could be the President of the United States, and if you are an abuser of substances, no.
That's where I think
Out.
like personal responsibility comes into it.
Yes.
You know, it's like you have one body, one life, and obviously there are personal choices that we make. If you choose to smoke, you choose to drink excessively, or you choose to eat an unhealthy lifestyle, I think that
you have to pay a consequence to that action.
Like, that should be into a, like...
Look at us.
Yeah.
We're paying a price for our...
being fat.
Yeah.
You know, like... And you make a choice. You come to a part time in your life where you make a choice to go, you know, a fork in the road, so to speak. You know, you choose, I could get fatter, or I could go, you know what, this is probably not the healthiest choice I could make. And you could choose, you know, I'm not no angel. I don't sit here. I'm not going to preach to people, but, you know, it's my view of personal responsibility. And I think a lot of people lack that in society. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I can do whatever I want and I can just fall back onto whoever. And it's like, you know, like,
this is the fallback on the government to take care of me.
Yeah.
And no.
Like, yeah, we have free healthcare, but come on. Like, if you don't need to use it, don't use it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like free towels in a hotel. You know what I mean? You can't just put them in your suitcase and take them home. You know, like...
I actually saw a meme about that. Somebody actually took a photograph of a hotel's towel, and it actually said, "This is the towel you can take home." And I was like, so either that's a real, or somebody had it stitched.
Yeah.
Either way, it's funny.
That's funny.
You know,
that's awesome.
I understand that hotels have that. They know that there's going to be a loss, but they don't want it, right?
Yeah.
In society, it's like, oh, I can... It really is this narcissistic attitude in society nowadays, whereas I can do whatever I want, however I want, fuck everybody else, and in the end, when I screw up, the government's going to take care of me. And it's like, no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there should be consequences for your actions. And then our society is based on the sense of, we have these rules, we should be following them. And a lot of what's going on now is people are taking away these rules and delving into some of this stuff that I delve into. I start to understand that some of these unwritten rules that we have were there for a reason. And now that they're going away...
I just think everybody thinks human rights. What is that? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What does that really mean?
Fond of the human rights tribunals that are starting to pop up and starting to dominate our life, and it's
what
just
do I have a right to? Just because I'm born, I have a right to what? To free everything? No, it doesn't. It means shit. I'm 36 fucking years old. I'm lucky, in a sense, just to be sitting here. You know what I mean? To live 36 years is quite the feat when you really truly think about it.
Because even 100 years ago...
Less than 100 years ago, life expectancy was, what, 30, 35?
No, not that bad. It was... 50s was a high mark. 100 years ago, 50s was
now we're living
high.
to fucking 80, 85?
Yeah, and it gets higher and higher every year.
Because we artificially fucking prop ourselves up with medicine, and it's like, you know, like, take care of yourself if you wanna live a long life, then take care of yourself. And
if you want to live a long, healthy life, start young. And this is actually something I do stress to my children is like, oh, we want to drink water. Good. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Drink water. It's like, oh, we don't want these sweets. Done.
Good. Yeah.
Perfect. That's the way you should want it. If you want to eat fruits and vegetables, I'm not going to stop you.
We're not saying it's bad. Like, you should, obviously, you can enjoy sweets and you can enjoy alcohol and you can enjoy things, but it's all about moderation, you know? It's all about in smaller doses, you know? It's like, I don't know, just to sit there and be like, it's my right to get a new liver. It's like, well, no, it's not your right to get a new liver. Like,
no, again, reading through these lists of qualifications, they're good qualifications. Like, you know, there are different qualifications for kidneys, livers, hearts. They all hit some of the general things of, you know, going into it, you have to make sure that you're healthy.
Well, yeah.
I get that. They don't say that you have to live a healthy life, but you have to be taking care of yourself.
That's a huge operation to open your body and put a new organ in there.
Yeah. And on top of that, just gone. Sorry.
I hate when that happens. When you got a thought and you're trying to articulate it and it just leaves your brain.
Poof, and it's like,
yeah, you're like, fuck. Now what the hell am I going to say? Now, it's just, I don't know. Like, to me, it's just, I don't know.
I think this got too much press time. Too much.
Shouldn't even be a damn story.
No, it shouldn't be. It's like, okay, great. She's an Inuit activist. She's an alcoholic.
Yeah, she's an alcoholic.
I'm sorry that
let's call it what she is. She's an alcoholic. Like
I'm sorry that she happens to be Inuit. Mm-hmm. You know, if she was an activist, she should be trying to lead this lifestyle. It should be leading by example, right? You know, we're seeing too much of these people saying, oh, you have to do this, and then secretly behind closed doors they're doing the exact opposite.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We'll be hypocrites ourselves. We'll say one thing and do another, and it's like I try to actually do everything that I say that I do. If I'm not saying something about something, it's probably because I'm not doing it the right way.
When I sit there and I talk about, like, I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm not telling people not to be an alcoholic. I'm not telling people not to do drugs. If you make those choices yourself, I make choices for me. I don't make choices for you. I make choices for me.
We at Here at Coull Discussions say, be informed about your choices.
Yeah.
And understand that there are consequences for your actions. I'm pretty sure that's what our message has been.
If you choose
past couple of years, this is what we say.
If you choose to jump off a roof, break your fucking back, and then go, I didn't know I would hurt myself because nobody told me. Like, then you're an idiot.
You don't watch YouTube a lot either, for that matter.
Like,
there are plenty of examples
you're just
of
a complete
people...
moron. If you don't sit there and logically go, if I drink a 2.6 of vodka every day, I'm gonna be okay. To me, that goes, well, I think you're a little bit broken in your brain.
Probably.
You know, and in a sense, to me, this doesn't sound very bad, maybe you deserve to die. You know, like me, like I'm sorry, like man, like our fucking dad drank himself to death, and
Pretty much,
you know,
yeah.
like pretty much, and it's like, well, you made that choice, like,
I think
nobody made that choice for these people who pick up a bottle.
no.
Unfortunately, you
I
had traumatic events happen to you.
I understand that aspect of maybe that's the lifestyle that you were brought into, and that's the lifestyle you live. But we're actually pretty halfway decent examples of, you know, if your parents smoke, you smoke.
Both our parents smoke. We don't smoke.
We don't.
Never touched a cigarette in my life.
We've tried it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We've done that Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
And I never want to do that again.
Right. And you know,
drink.
one of our parents was an alcoholic. You drink, but you're not an alcoholic. I
Not
don't
yet.
drink.
Gotta have goals.
Yes, and I get it. I understand the path to these deviations. Honestly, if I had more access to drugs, I would do a lot more. Simple as that. I
But
tell
you'd
you.
probably do it responsibly, right? You wouldn't be a drug addict, would you? Maybe you would. Who knows? Maybe you would.
I think honestly, I would be. I was actually on a road to be a drug addict,
wow,
but
that
I stopped.
So you made the choice. You knew.
No.
You
Yeah,
went,
you're right.
You went, I'm going down a bad path. And I think I did that too. I went, fuck, I'm drinking too much. Let's back off a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's control yourselves, you know. And to me, it's like, well, alcoholism is a disease.
It is.
Okay.
We're not going to deny.
Then
that it's
go
a
talk to
disease.
somebody and go get help and
Okay.
and recognize
now,
that it's a
unfortunately,
disease.
we know in the States that it's harder to get help because it's not free. In Canada, we can literally go to our doctor and go, I need help. And
Yeah.
the doctor will go, this is where you can go. In the States,
It probably costs money.
it probably is a
lot
little
of
bit more expensive, but there are avenues to get help that are free. The internet is
But
wonderful.
just because it's free doesn't give you the green light to be like, I'm gonna just get a new liver, or I'm gonna get a new heart, or I'm gonna, you know, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it's not a green light to just go, well, treat your body like an amusement park.
I'm sorry. I'm in agreement with all these codes of conduct that we have for transplants. After reading the list, I was like, I agree with every single point here. Like, I'm sorry, you know, if you want a liver, well, you know what?
Go buy one off the internet. No.
You have 6 months to stop.
Yeah, you got to go to rehab. You got to show us
Turn
that
your
you're
life
yeah.
around.
And if you don't, then
And in 6 months, if you're alcohol-free, substance abuse-free, and then you want a new liver, I can't say no, because you've just done everything that the book says.
Yeah.
And I'm in agreement with the book. And screw the human rights. I'm sorry, you don't deserve a free pass just because of...
you don't get a free pass no matter who you
whatever
are or what you
reasons.
do or what type of person you are. You don't get a free pass. Like, I could drop dead right now. Like, you know, I don't know.
Here on Cool Discussions,
Yeah.
he dies.
I die. Ugh.
Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to comment, subscribe.
Yeah. And never see us again. Death on YouTube. That would probably get about 500 hits.
Depending on the death.
Yeah.
I've seen lots of death on YouTube.
Yeah, I suppose,
so-
Yeah, so have I. When you...
When it's
fall down
interesting.
the-
When
yeah.
it's an interesting death.
When
If you just kind of croak, it's not
When you
that.
fall down the rabbit hole of YouTube, you end up in some weird places. That's for sure. You know, I know I came across as a total asshole with this video. Oh boy,
I think we both kind of.
I don't really mean that you deserve to die. Like I'm not an ass. I just think that
there are rules for a reason.
If you choose to jump out to walk out in front of on the road with that big truck coming without looking, well, maybe you brought it on yourself to get hit by that truck. And again, if you choose to drink a lot of alcohol every day,
2 6 of vodka a day.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
maybe your path,
Your liver might quit on you.
you might
and
die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know. Anyways,
Yeah. Thanks for...
It's such a touchy thing, this human rights thing. And
it's in this PC age, we've just become...
Oh my God, we would be vilified.
We are going to be vilified for
Shit.
things like this.
If this if this is the video that goes viral, we're fucked.
I'm still going to stand by what I say.
Oh yeah,
these rules.
I would stand up
here
on
for
a stage.
reason,
I would stand up on a
and
stage,
I agree with them.
and I would fucking say exactly the same thing in front of 10 million people, a billion people, and you know what? I bring on the haters, bring on the. It wouldn't bother me because you know what? This is how I view things. You know, like I say what I think, and I'm 90% of the time
I mean what I say, and I say what I mean.
Yeah, like, and if you want to have a discussion about it, then we can have
Let's.
a discussion. Yeah, try to change my mind.
My mind is open enough that for the most part, I'm going to listen to what you say.
Yeah. Will I agree with it? That's a different story. That's a
the
different
listening
one.
part
Yeah.
is the important part.
That's
'cause
right.
Most of the time, most people have a closed mind, and you may be talking, but they're not listening.
No, 90% of people aren't listening. Guarantee.
You want to test? If you have a significant other, talk to them and see if they heard you.
Yeah. There's a difference between listening and actually hearing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Subscribe, you fuckers. Subscribe.
It's a new year.
That's right. New year, new me, right? Isn't that what the saying is? New year, new me.
Yeah.
Something like that. No, same old me. Just small.
Well, no. See, you have a new hat.
Oh, yeah, I have a new hat. Because it's so fucking cold outside.
It's actually cold in here,
Holy
too, for that matter.
shit.
Yeah, it's like minus 29.
That's why I left my jacket on.
Yeah.
It's so cold.
It's kind
My
of
poor feet are freezing.
Yeah.
All right. Subscribe. See you guys later.
Yeah.